we're coming into our yogi breathing as we normally do. So find yourself in a comfortable seat. Or you can lay back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Set an intention or dedication for today's practice. It can be something small, maybe just one word. It can be to focus breath and body, or to just be present here for the next 45 minutes. Full inhale. Full exhale to seal your intention on your heart. Just take one more nice, deep, big round of breath to settle onto your mat. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to yoga. Come to a comfortable seat if you're lying back, so you can just take an easy pose with your ankles crossed, knees out. And let's center ourselves a little more by grounding our sits bones down and sitting up nice and tall. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take another nice, deep, big breath in. And a nice, deep, big breath out. We're going to start in a butterfly pose today, or Baddha Konasana, which is bound angle pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. Continue to sit up tall and let your knees fall to your sides. Use your inner thigh to press your knees towards the ground. So you're not really using your knees, you're using those inner leg muscles. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, ground down, sit up tall. Exhale, send your knees closer down to the ground. Now take your big toes and grab right underneath your big thumbs and grab right underneath your big toes. And then open up the front of your feet but keep your heels together. It's a small movement. Just continue to sit up tall. Full breath in. Full breath out. Maybe after class, we'll try to get our toes to our thumbs. Inhale. Exhale. On these next two breaths, I just want you to give yourself a little body scan. So scanning how your body feels, maybe your hips, your inner thighs. And we're going to come back to our butterfly pose about a quarter of our class, 3/4 of the way through our class. And just see if we feel different. Take one more inhale to sit up tall. One more exhale. You can stay here or come back to the easy pose. We're just gonna add a twist. Right arm behind you, left hand to your right knee. Keep this twist small since it's the beginning of our practice. Don't force anything. Sit up tall, twist from your midsection. Full breath in, full breath out. Take one more round of breath, sitting up tall, maybe just peeking back slightly. And then unravel forward, come back to center. Switching it out, left arm behind, right hand to your left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more round. Not forcing anything, maybe just peeking back. Unravel forward. If you're still in the butterfly, just give your knees, your legs a little flutter. And then everyone across their ankles, make your way back to a down dog. So you can swing your legs back,
You can step one foot back at a time. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, take your right toes over to the left, lifting your right knee. So just starting with a nice hip opener. You can flex your foot, roll out your ankle, maybe point your toe. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release your right foot down. Let's move through a nice slow vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. You can drop your knees as you lower down to a low push-up. Lift up to a cobra or an upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, toes over to the right. You can flex your foot, point your toe, roll out your ankle. Try to keep your shoulders squared forward. Inhale, left leg back to center. Exhale, release it down. Let's move through a mindful vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. You can always drop your knees as you lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, sweep arms back. Reach forward and up for your first chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, reach. Exhale, settle. Let's start to flow. Inhale, reach up, press palms. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up to your crescent lunge. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, release hands down, step back, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Moving through, come forward, high plank. You can always drop your knees as you lower down to the low push-up. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, place it through. Find your long spine as you look forward. Step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, sweep arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. Big breath in, reach. Big breath out, settle. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arms sweep back. Exhale, forward and up to your crescent. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hinge forward, plant hands, step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Move through your vinyasa or stay in your dog. So vinyasas are all optional from here on out. You can also take a half vinyasa, a little high plank, and then meet us up and down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, place it through. Look forward with a long spine. Step forward and fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. Pull your core in as you settle and sink your hips. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up to your crescent. Take one inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot
exhale, open up to a warrior two. So your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Your arms are parallel with your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. So reaching behind you for the back of the room or for the back wall if you're inside. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand to your knee, your hip, or you can reach up towards the ceiling. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach or twist, maybe both. Exhale, top arm down, step back, down dog. Inhale, exhale. Move through your vinyasa, stay in your dog. You can take a half vinyasa, your choice. Those looked great, everyone. Good choices. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, dome and round your spine. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. You have the option to pop your back leg up for a mini standing split as you step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. This time, bring hands to heart center. Lift your heart and chest, still sinking into your chair, just leaving hands at heart center. We're coming into our standing pigeon, so shift weight into your left foot. Lift your right knee up. Stack your right ankle over your left knee. Now send your hips back. You have a couple arm variations here. You can stay right here if this feels good. You can tap your elbow to your knee and your elbow to your heel. You can reach arms back to airplane, or you can release hands down in front of you. Sink your hips back a little deeper. One more breath. Keep that heart and chest slightly lifted. Now bring hands back to heart center. Lift your heart and chest just to the chair height. Unravel your leg. Straighten your legs. Reach arms up. Press. We're coming right in. Forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arm sweep back. Exhale, forward and up, crescent. Just one inhale. Exhale, plant your back foot. Come into your warrior two. Front knee stacked over your ankle and pressing out towards your pinky toe. Core is pulling in. Spine is nice and tall. Flip your front palm. Reach up and back. Revolve. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted. Your choice, knee, hip, or reaching up. Inhale, reach tall or twist. Exhale, top arm down, step back, down, dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Move through your vinyasa, or you can stay in your dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Option to pop your back leg up for the standing split as you step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend knees, reach arms back. Bring hands to heart center as you sink your hips in your chair. Coming back to our standing pigeon, shift weight into your right foot. Left knee lifts. Stack your left ankle on your right knee and sit your hips back like you're sitting back in that chair. Take the arm variation of your choice.
These look great, everybody. See if you can sink a little lower and just lift your heart and chest slightly. One more round of breath. Bring hands to heart center. Lift up just to the chair height. Unravel your left leg. Straighten legs, reach arms up. Coming in, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, forward and up to your crescent. One inhale. Exhale, plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Find that steady, stable warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. See if you can reach a little bit more this time. Maybe sink a little deeper. Flip back to your warrior two. And let's add some dynamic movement. On your inhale, flip your front palm, reach up and back, and straighten your front leg. Exhale, come back to the warrior two. Inhale, up and back, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach up and back. Exhale to the two. On your inhale, reach up and back, straighten and hold. Flip your left palm up towards the ceiling. Reach back to catch your left wrist with your pointer finger and thumb. Give yourself a little tug, sky archer's pose. Option to lift your front foot up, just digging your front heel down. Peek up. Release your foot down. Float back to your warrior two. Come through for a bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. Top arm reaches up for the ceiling. Now let's take nice, big, slow arm circles. So you can go forward or backward, it's up to you. When you finish the circle, I want you to land with your top arm forward in the side angle, tap and pause. Take another circle. Tap and pause. Take one more, option to switch directions if you'd like. Land in the side angle. You have the option to take a half bind, top arm behind your back. You can reach through for a full bind if there's one in your practice. Full round of breath to sink into your variation. Float back to your bent knee triangle. And back up to your warrior two. Cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Coming into a side plank, left hand down, right arm lifts up. You can spin onto the edge of both feet or you can stack your feet. Your option today in our side planks, you can always drop your inside knee. You can lift your top leg. You can take a tree plank. Maybe you take a toe grab. These look nice, everybody. Lift your hips as you reach up. On your next inhale, reach forward. Exhale, top arm down, back to your high plank. You can move through your vinyasa here. You can come back to the down dog if that feels better for you and move through there. You can stay in your dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, shift forward, bringing your right knee to your right elbow like you're in a high plank. Nice. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, place it through. This time I want everybody to pop your back leg up for the standing split. Then bring your leg just hip height if you lifted it higher. We're coming into our warrior three. So you can walk your hands up your leg. You can float your hands right to heart center. You can reach arms back to airplane. You can reach arms forward if you'd like. Keep that back leg lifting. Try to straighten it as you press your back heel back, toes flexed down towards the floor. Nice. Find a little lift in your heart and chest like you were in an up dog. Now slowly hinge yourself forward. Left knee to 90, arms reach up. We're transitioning into our dancers. So right arm stays high. Left arm windmills back as your left foot goes back to meet your hand. Tap your knees and grow tall, and then start to kick back. If that transition didn't work for you, you can come back to standing, reach an arm up, reach your right arm up, take your left arm out, and catch your foot behind you. It can be a tricky transition. Beautiful dancers, everyone. Take your gaze forward, kick back. Slowly bring your knees back in. Release your foot. Take a couple back strokes or windmills of your arms, just opening up your shoulders, and land in your conscious mountain pose, arms by your sides. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up, press palms. Hold at the top and take a back bend. So ground down through your feet and legs and send your hips forward. You can bring hands behind your head if that works better for you. Use your legs to send your hips even farther forward. Finish your back bend. Inhale, come back to center, arms reaching. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, sweep forward and up, crescent. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant your back foot, come into your strong warrior two. Front knee stacked over your ankle and pressing out towards your pinky toe. Flip your front palm, reaching up and back, revolve. Find even more space, even more reach as you reach for the back of the room. Float yourself back to the warrior two. Let's add that dynamic movement. Inhale, reach up and back and straighten through your front leg. Exhale, bend into your front knee, back to the warrior two. Inhale, straighten up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach up and back. Exhale to your warrior two. On this inhale, reach up and back and hold. Flip your right palm up towards the ceiling. Catch your wrist with your left hand. Hold, pull back. Give yourself that little assist. Option to lift your front foot, digging your heel down. Sky Archer's pose. Release your foot if you took the option. Bend into your front knee, warrior two. Coming through our warrior two to our bent knee triangle. Ground down through your legs. And feel your long spine from the crown of your head to your back heel. Now let's take those big arm circles, maybe going in the opposite direction than you did on the other side. Maybe just finding what you need on this side, forward or backward. You can always vary. After 3 arm circles, you can stay in the side angle. You can take your palm to your low back and take a half bind. You can reach through for a full bind. Spin your top shoulder up. Keep your core pulling in. Don't collapse into your front knee. Again, keep that spine long. One more breath in the variation that you took. Float back to your bent knee triangle. Back up to a warrior two. Cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank, full breath in, full breath out. Side plank, right hand planted, left arm lifts. You can railroad track your feet. You can stack your legs on top of each other. Maybe there's a tree plank. Maybe there's a toe grab. You can always release your inside knee. Beautiful choices, everybody. Lift your hips. Inhale, reach your top arm forward. Exhale, release it down, high plank. Move through from here. You can tap your dog. You can stay in your dog. And we'll meet in our dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, hover forward, left knee to left elbow and pause. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, place it through. Pop your back leg up for the standing split. If your leg went higher than your hip, bring it back to hip height, toes down towards the floor. Again, you can walk your hands up your leg, coming into your warrior three. You can float your hands to heart center. You can reach arms back. You can reach arms forward. As you lift your right leg, find a little lift in your heart and chest. Slowly and mindfully, like you're moving through mud, hinge your right knee to 90, reach arms up. Dancer's pose, left arm stays tall, right leg and right arm reach back to catch your right foot. Pause at the top and ground down through your left leg. Then kick back to come into your dancers. Option to hinge forward, option to reach forward. Take one more breath in your dancers. See where you can go today. Slowly hinge your knees back together. Release your foot. Take those back strokes or windmills of your arms. Land in conscious mountain pose. Inhale, ground down through your feet, stand tall. Exhale. Reach arms up. Press palms, coming back to our back bend. Send your hips forward. Lift through your heart and chest. Don't let your shoulders creep up to your ears. Try to keep them down, keeping ears between biceps. Lift, and then slowly come back to center. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Hanging in our forward fold this time. So you can take your arms behind your legs, elbows behind your knee crease. You can step onto your hands with the back of your feet. You can step on your hands with the front of your feet. Try to tap your chest to your thighs and then just let your head hang. So no tension in your face, neck, or shoulders. Good, these look nice. Everyone looks like their head is nice and loose, which is good. Try to send your hips a little higher, tailbone up towards the ceiling. Tip weight into the balls of your feet. Lift a little more. Finish your forward fold. Slowly unravel, bringing your hands just right in front of your feet, so only half unraveling. Or you can tap your shins back to the flat back. Separate your feet the width of your mat. Let's take a malasana or a yogi squat. Hands come to heart center. Bend your knees as you send your hips back. Bring your elbows to the insides of your knees. Press your palms together. Again, use that inner thigh and your elbows to press your knees out. Try to keep your spine long and tall. You can stay here. You have the option to take an arm balance if there's one in your practice. So you can come into a crow or a crane, releasing your hands down, Shifting forward. If you'd like to take an inversion, you can take a headstand or handstand, especially if you have a wall. Feel free to kick up. If none of those sound good, you can stay in your yogi squat. Nice crow, Carla. That was good. Everyone has about 2 more breaths to play. You can always catch up if you're in the inversion. I don't want you to feel rushed, so feel free to hang out if you like. When you're ready, step, walk, or jump yourself back to a down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Release your knees or just lower yourself all the way down to the floor. And let's come into a Sphinx. So lift your heart and chest, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Press into your forearms to lift up. Big toes together behind you, tops of your feet pressing down, or your feet can be about hip distance apart. That usually releases any tension on your low back. Now we're gonna add a half frog on our bellies. So pull your right heel in towards your right glute. This is a little bit of an intermediate pose. So if you can just stay here, that's fine. If you'd like to go further, shift weight into your left arm, reach your right hand back, pressing your palm on top of your right foot. Now see if you can spin your palm forward so that your fingertips are facing forward to get that nice shoulder stretch. So just palm pressing down on your foot and then swing your fingertips forward. You probably can't really see my foot, but you'll see it on the left side. Take one more breath if you took the frog. Release your foot. Come back to the Sphinx just for a breath. So press down, lift your heart and chest, and then lower all the way down. You can look to the right or make a pillow with your arms. Just take a few relaxing breaths. Forehead back to center. Lift yourself back up to the Sphinx. Elbows under shoulders, press palms and arms down. Lift from your heart and chest. Now coming back to that prone half frog, bring your left heel in towards your glute. If this is enough for you, just stay here. Option to shift a little bit of weight onto your right arm to reach your left arm back. So your palm pressing down into your foot. Now see if you can just slide your fingertips forward, palm pressing down to open up your shoulder. One more breath. Try to keep that heart and chest lifted. Nice. Release your foot. Come back to the Sphinx just for a breath. Release your shoulder. Lower all the way down, forehead back to center. You can look to the left or make that pillow with your arms, just coming into an alligator pose. Forehead back to center. Hands under shoulders, tuck your toes, press up to your high plank. Lift your hips, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Come back to the hip opener that we took in the beginning of class. So toes to the left. You can flex your foot or roll out your ankle, or you have the option to flip your dog, sending your right foot to the floor, lifting your hips and reaching forward. If you flipped your dog, go ahead and unflip. Everyone lift your right leg to center. Place it through to a lunge. Release your back knee down. We're coming into a half pigeon. So walk your right foot over, bring your right knee down. Walk your left toes back. Lift your heart and chest. And then slowly hinge yourself down. You can come to forearms. You can make that pillow with your arms again. If you have a block, you can rest your head on a block. Just letting your breath move through you as you let your body relax closer to your mat. Turning inward, not worrying about the shape you're in, just being present with your breath. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more nice big round of breath in your pigeon. Sink a little bit closer to the floor. Slowly unravel, bringing yourself back into hands. Lift your heart and chest. Send your right glute down to your mat as you swing your left leg in front of you. So glute down first. Coming into a seated head to knee. Press your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Reach arms up. Turn towards your left foot and come all the way down. If you can tap your forehead to your knee with your legs straight, that's awesome. Many of us aren't that flexible, so if you need to, bend your knee as much as you need to make that forehead to knee connection. On your next inhale, reach past your left toes, sorry. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Take your right arm back. We're gonna take a mini wild thing. Leave your left arm up. Press into your right hand, roll onto your right leg, and lift your hips as you reach back. Release back down. Switch out your legs. Right leg long. Left foot to your right thigh. Reach tall. Turn towards your right foot and come down. Bend your forehead or bend your knee to match your forehead or meet your forehead to your knee. Reach past your right toes. Lift yourself back up. Coming into our mini wild thing, a left arm back, right arm stays tall. Roll onto your left leg, lift your hips and reach back. Release yourself back down. Bring the soles of your feet together, coming back to our butterfly pose or our Baddha Konasana. Ground down through your sits bones, sit up tall. Use your inner thigh to bring your knees closer to the ground. If you liked that foot opening, you can press your thumbs right under your big toes. See if your body feels different in this butterfly or this Baddha Konasana than it did in the beginning of your class. Maybe even close your eyes for a moment. Do that little body scan. Maybe your body feels different, your hips may feel more open. Maybe your mind is a little clearer. Maybe thoughts that were bubbling up or troubling you throughout the day have dissipated. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale. Unravel your butterfly. First, you can flutter your legs if you'd like. I almost forgot. And then unravel. Send your right leg long again. Swing your right leg behind you to come into a pigeon on the left side. So if this transition doesn't work for you, you can always come back to the down dog and then just send your right leg, your left leg through. Find what works. Lift your heart and chest. Lower down. Try to get your hips on the same plane. So you want your hips in a straight line. Again, you can make that pillow with your arms. You can release down to a block. I want you to come back to whatever thought you had in your butterfly about how your body or mind might be different. And then show yourself some gratitude. Maybe it's just gratitude for being able to place your body in these shapes that we call yoga. Maybe it's gratitude for your breath, that moves through you and keeps you functioning and alive each day. Maybe it's gratitude just for yourself or for someone else that you love or that has helped you today. Inhale. Exhale. Start to walk yourself back up. Press into hands. Lift your heart and chest. Tuck your right toes behind you. Swing your left leg up and high. Take your left toes over to the right, back to our hip opener. Fan open your hip. Option to flip your dog, lifting hips and reaching forward. If you flipped, go ahead and unflip. Everyone lift your left leg and then release it down. We're going to take a slow pedal of our dog. So bend your right knee a lot and send your left heel down towards your mat. So you're just coming onto the ball of your right foot. Good. Full round of breath. Switch it out. Right heel down. Left knee is bent. Inhale. Exhale. Normalize your dog. Send both heels down to the floor. You have the option to take one more vinyasa if you feel like you need one. If you're over vinyasas, just stay in your dog. Meeting in our down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and lay all the way back on your mat. You can leave your knees bent, knees at 90. We're going to take a double knee to chest. So pull your knees in, squeeze your knees down, and press your spine down on your mat. Tuck your chin slightly just to keep your neck and your spine long. You can stay here and rock side to side. You can send your feet up towards the ceiling, taking a happy baby and rocking side to side. You can send your legs out for a straddle pose. Come back to the double knee to chest if you took a happy baby. Release your feet down to the floor. Let's just take a quick twist. Arms out to a T or goalpost arms. Separate your feet the width of your mat. Let your knees fall over to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Option to stack your right ankle on your left knee to send your knee closer to the floor. Bring your gaze back to center. Unstack your ankle if you took that option. Start to windshield wiper your knees, just nice and slow, side to side. When your knees fall to the left, hold them there. Option to stack your left ankle on your right knee. Gaze to the right. Bring your gaze back to center. Unstack your ankle. Windshield wiper knees side to side one more time. When you've had enough, you can send your legs long, coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. If you have a wall near you, you can take your legs up the wall. So just bringing your hips, I think you can see my wall back here. You can scoot your hips up to the wall and then swing your legs up. Heels go down. If regular Shavasana is enough for you and you don't have a wall, just enjoy your Shavasana. I'll bring you out with 3 rings of the bell as I normally do. So close your eyes and enjoy your final resting pose. Wiggle fingers and toes, bringing leg movement back into your body. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself some gratitude and thank yourself for making it to your mat today. Reach your right or left arm back, whichever feels more natural. And